You okay?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Toku Hero Time. I am Jack.
I'm Enigma.
I'm Mochi, I think.
And welcome to our internal panic on identity.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going.
Anyway, how we doing, guys?
I'm okay.
I'm doing okay. I turned 22 last week.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Universe.
am
I'm not
more
gonna lie. It's gone from, oh boy, another year older to, oh god, please stop.
Considering
Yeah,
considering this coming March, I'm going to be 30. Don't even speak to me about that.
Fair enough.
You're one of those people where I forget how old you are. If that makes any sense.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
forget
I get it.
how old I am too.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when I'm like a doctor or something, or like I need to fill out a form with my age, and they're like, okay, you're 22, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like I'm still 15 in my head.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Mhm.
Honestly, for me, it's just to the point of that. Oh, hey, cool birthday. Moving on. There's not
Yeah.
even like any negative energy about it. It's just like, oh, it is now a day.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was for me with my past birthday this year, just because it was a day I had to go to work, and I almost never do that. If I had
Oh.
to.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It was, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you can always, celebrate the day before or after sometimes.
I just celebrate on the following weekend because my birthday fell on a weekday anyway.
Fair enough.
All right.
I ended up finding a like a collectible shop in the city
Oh yeah.
on my trip out there that day,
Nice.
so that was pretty cool.
What did you find?
Find anything cool?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. I found some vintage like GoBots and Transformers stuff,
Ooh.
and also just like the next day I went back because I was like I kind of want to go there while they still have good stock, so I went back the next day, and they happened to be having like an outdoor sale that day, which is kind of just like it was essentially just like a yard sale but attached to the store where they're just clearing out a bunch of stuff that I guess they didn't think they could move fast enough. And I found like the most random assortment. It was very strange because like literally just a couple of days before I was thinking like, man, I regret not grabbing like the Dino Charge figures I wanted back in the day while
Right.
they're still on shelves because that stuff gets ridiculous on eBay like 10 years later. And then I'm searching through the bin and I find all three forms of the Purple Ranger just in the same bin for $1 each. I was like, did I just like fucking manifest this into existence?
I think you did.
Possibly,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I want to know if I could find one around here. And I found like this little tiny bust of MMPR Blue / Tricera Ranger. And I was like, is this just like, am I dreaming? Did I make this shit up in my head?
I gotta go to a local comic book store in my area because they do have some pretty good stuff there. They got a bunch of Transformers stuff, and I know they got Power Rangers. I don't think I've ever seen Sentai there or any Toku there other than Power Rangers.
I'm at least aware of like a model kit hobby shop near me. It doesn't have like much Toku stuff, but it does have like some Ultraman, the figurized model kits. I think I've seen some Kamen Rider stuff occasionally. I think it's pretty
I'm
nice.
actually in my area. I'm actually pretty blessed when it comes to like anime shits, but in terms of anything Toku, like it's bone dry here.
Yeah. I mean, the comic book shop nearest to me used to have like Gundam kits and sometimes Transformers and Power Rangers stuff. And now they just moved to comics, unfortunately, so they don't do merchandise anymore outside of like anime statues.
Yeah, there's a anime store that's in my mall here, and they used to have a good collection of model kits and even some Kamen Rider model kits, but they kind of downsized it, and it's just almost exclusively anime stuff.
I used to go there like I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like it's just a possibility that they'll have what I'm looking for, not really that they always do. And they would put those Kamen Rider model kits and figurines in the same section as like the anime stuff. So I would, so I'm just like looking for like the one possible Kamen Rider figure in this like mountain of anime girl figurines, and I'm like, no, I'm not like the rest of you. It's not what you think of this.
There was one time I was out of town but still in Tennessee. I went to a McKay's and just out in the wild there, I found a Vice stamp, and that was like the only notable like random Toku find I found at that point.
Which Vice stamp?
I'm not gonna lie. If you just find like
I don't remember.
if you just find like a singular gimmick item in the wild, I'm gonna assume that's your chance to become a Kamen Rider. You're not like buying merchandise. You're being chosen.
That do be the fantasy of it all.
Yeah.
So though I don't envy the guy who ended up becoming Ichigo in our world. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Fair
actually
enough.
it was kind of a weird coincidence because like that same day I walked back in. I heard like a customer and the cashier talking, and I heard one of them say Black RX, and I'm like, I'm not leaving this place. This is my home now. Like they just fucking have everything I want here. But yeah.
So where should we?
You had a neuron activation there.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So where should we
All right.
start?
Anyways, speaking of Kamen Rider Brain Rot, Zets.
Oh yeah.
Zets. Indeed, more farming.
Truly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start where we left off.
We were with.
I believe that's
bride.
going to be.
Protect the
we
VIP
have the
bride.
VIP bride.
Mm-hmm.
Protect the VIP bride.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. If I would go to more weddings if I knew that the priest was gonna throw hands like that.
Now you like throw hands. Just a casual lift up, turn it next to literal dust.
But we get the episode where that mission was our boy Baku protecting a bride in her dreams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At first, we believe she's the one She's the one. Oh wait, she was manifesting the dream. We thought it was the childhood friend who was probably still in love with her who was manifesting the dream at first.
Yeah. And then he gets a chance to use the new capsum, the wing capsum, which is kind of like, it's not a substantial upgrade, but just kind of looks nice.
It does look nice. I see in later episodes he uses the wings as like a pseudo blade thing.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Not gonna lie, I hadn't thought about that.
It reminded me of what's his face in 01, the one who used the Falcon key. I forget his name.
Jin. Comrade Jin.
Jin.
Jin, that's it. Yeah.
I think I said that during that debut episode. Yeah.
I believe he did. Yeah.
I specifically not flying, the burning hellfire.
Burning Falcon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he uses Flying Falcon and then later on Burning Falcon, but same difference.
Yeah, the same difference. But yeah, no, specifically Burning Falcon, just because of the color of it all.
And
I mean, that's, Kamen Rider, those might be the same wings.
Truly.
Basically. But that form, when he did the wings one, he legit looked like Batman Beyond. And that I know I've been making that joke since day one, but that was legit like Batman Beyond type shit.
Yeah, no. When we were watching the episode, he just like whips out the wing capsum, and I was like, okay, Jack was more spot on with that comparison than he knew.
I really was.
If you're not wrong, then yeah, I think you're allowed to repeat it.
And I think it was in this two-parter where the investigation squad had discovered Baku's secret base.
Yep. I'm glad that they didn't delay that for too long, because some shows like they kind of linger on the secret identity thing for like way too long, in my opinion. So I'm kind of glad this just got out of the way within the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I do. I think they're saving it for like whenever Baku's sister figures it out, because that's her like
Probably.
big deal surrounding her brother.
Because what's his name? Fucking.
Which one?
But anyway, the investigative squad, they kind of barely know Baku to begin with, so it wouldn't really mean that much.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Plus they help.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
At least they're useful.
Oh yeah, but the real problem is like with Baku's sister, is as I said, because like, her whole thing is like preventing him from helping because that triggers all his bad luck all at once.
Yeah.
So it's just like, being protective of him, but also a matter of like preventing
Yeah.
calamity.
I
Truly.
mean, in her defense, the first thing we see this guy do is get electrocuted and then stumble away.
And also attacked by a shark. So I mean, she's in the right on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has reasonable evidence to
Yeah.
support her claims.
So I think the main challenge, whenever that moment comes, is Baku convincing her that he can at least do this to help without nothing bad happening. Asterix.
Yeah. It's kind of funny
But
because, like, most of the time, I know he can transform in real life now, but prior to that point, I don't know how that would have gone down. Like, no, I'll show you. Here, knock me out.
Can you imagine that if he transformed in his room?
Yeah.
It'd be a different Dracula time. Mm-hmm.
We of course have him investigating the bride and her groom. We find out that we got the childhood friend who basically saved her life in the past.
Yeah.
And we're thinking it's the guy. We're thinking it's the guy manifesting a dream, but nope. It was the actual bride just dreaming about her being taken away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a weirdly anticlimactic reveal. Like, like it goes from being like kind of an unresolved romance, just like, oh, she's afraid of heights. Oops.
But then we got peak aura farming with the
in the
man
next episode.
unlocking his what was
the form was
a stream, sorry.
Yes.
What was that form called?
Stream.
Stream, yeah. Man is literally surfing on an airplane.
Yeah.
Truly.
I just remember the watch along. We just all popped off at that.
Yeah.
They will never stop. I think they learned that from like what was this? The Comrade, the pudding one from Gav.
Vram.
Vram, yeah. I think because I do remember like during Gav, they had Vram just ore farming and just being absolutely disrespectful. So I wonder if I wonder if they just took that and just cranked it up to an 11 for Gazette because it's so damn cool.
Yeah. My pronouns are just he because I could never be him.
Exactly.
Truly.
But yeah, I just popped off at that moment. That's probably like top 5 rider moments for me. Because I mean, how can you beat that?
Pretty damn early on in the show too, so that's impressive.
Truly.
And of course, we were all making the joke of Mr. President. He rider kicked the second tower.
Yeah. What was funny is that like all 5 of us, or at least most of us, like kind of thought that at the same time, and I was like, okay, good. I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
You were tempted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The choreography in the season so far has been top notch.
It really has.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those were the biggest things I remember from the episodes there. Did we miss any major points?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we covered I mean, wait, did we skip over anything? I don't think we skipped anything major.
In terms of the VIP bride, I don't think much happened beyond it. I think it was just simply being a moment of like Baku. I don't think much importance happened in the VIP bride episodes. I think
No, go ahead.
I think anything important starts to happen with the next episode with the prison.
Yeah. We got some major stuff going on there.
I can't remember if I said this last time or not, but Baku is kind of just a Cuba Red if you walked in.
Kinda,
yeah.
Yeah. But moving on to episode 6, Escape the Prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We get into a dream of who at first we believe is Nim's family, so we're actually getting some Nim lore here. But turns out it's just her talent agency president.
Yep. And I know you weren't there, Jack, but both me and Enigma kind of got fucking spooked by this episode when we watched it the first time.
I wouldn't say spooked. It was more so a matter of like, what was
Okay,
the
well, I
thing?
was spooked.
Well,
Well,
you
it's
were
the spooky
spooked.
part.
Let me see. I know I took a screenshot of his stupid fucking looking face. Here.
Well, Enigma like audibly reacted to it, and I was looking down at the time for some reason. I was like, "What? What's the big deal?" And I look up at my TV screen. I'm like, "Oh fuck, God!"
Here, Jack.
Oh, that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, was a face
Hold
that
on.
the CEO made in reaction to like first seeing them. It's like in the orphanage. It was like, oh, he was like leaving after like donating a bit. Saw like a younger
Oh,
Nem, and
that face. Yeah.
and his first reaction was like, she's worth $1 million with that stupid
I
looking
mean,
face. It's just like,
I can't. I don't know. Maybe you kind of had a different experience, but I was watching on a fairly large screen in a dark room at night, so I think the effect was enhanced a bit.
yeah, that's fair. I see how you were spooked. In my case, it was just like, that's the most creepy ass behavior I have ever seen. What is this?
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
if
That
that's like
was.
a 10-year-old girl you're looking at, please don't.
Exactly.
I
Yeah, you
mean,
get it.
you guys know my opinion on the show so far, so this is really the only moment so far that I was just straight up like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah,
No,
no,
thank you.
it's reasonable. It's just like the weirdest. I honestly wonder if they actually wanted that, that take, or if they wanted like a
Yeah.
more like in awe reaction. Like he was
I'm
definitely
going
more.
to. I'm going to assume the best intentions here.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, we don't really have any reasons to believe that anyone's being deliberately problematic. Like this isn't like a writer with a history of doing weird, like bad shit.
Yeah,
It was
there has been instances where it's just like, oh, this is unintentionally funny or unintentionally creepy. Uh,
yeah.
but it's likely that, I hope. And
I
yeah,
think
We're
I
not
think
dealing
you
with
and
a
I
novel writer.
yeah I think you and I Enigma said while we were watching this the first time. It's like it's not generalizing to say that Japan kind of has a track record with this stuff. It's
well,
not
yeah,
unfair to assume.
well, yeah, because like I know we brought up like the whole Nago thing with because we remember that a lot of people didn't like how her arc with her toxic parents was handled. But at some
To be
degree,
fair, there's
yeah,
not really a way to handle a topic like that in a way that pleases everyone.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And in the best case scenario is that the directors, writers, whoever, I blame Yuya Takahashi, he probably, or whoever was in charge of it, saw that as like the best case scenario, or like, oh, this is good, reconciliation. But it's like,
Yeah.
probably like a culture thing. I don't know.
I think people kind of tend to project their own experiences on stuff like that, so it's like if it doesn't get resolved in the way that they resolved it, they see it as bad.
Hmm.
Yeah. But let's trust in the best intentions of the writers here.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sure it's fine. I was just like that fucking that spooked me.
Truly. But it's like the
And
main. But yeah, with I think the new episode's coming out after this podcast. So
Yeah.
the main thing we know right now is that we learned a little bit about Nem, that she was adopted by the CEO guy, but weirdly she's very touchy about talking about her family and all that.
yeah, she doesn't really seem to want to talk about it. And we also learned that the one who is supposed to be playing her mom in the dream is actually the
Course.
CEO's ex-wife,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
who at the end of the episode is actually pretty much more than willing to spill the beans to the investigation team.
Yeah.
I really love how Baku behaved in that episode. I'm not gonna lie. Just like the moment he learns what's going on, he's like, "Nope, yep, nope, let's get you out of here." Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I love how whenever like Nim introduces the two as her parents, he just automatically locks in to impress her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because everyone dreams of Nem, apparently, even the woman.
God, I hope that happens at some point.
She's Nem.
Like,
Is
yeah,
the Nem
I've
is
heard a
the-
lot about you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Nem is either that or Nem is the universal bisexual icon of dreams here.
I feel like I forgot to mention that when we discussed like episode 2 or 3, where him and Fujimi are like, "Oh well, yeah, I had the same dream." He's like, oh well. Then he's like, oh well, she appears in everybody's dreams, and then the female police officer is like, yeah, mine too. And I was like, hold up.
Exactly what I
Wait,
mean.
Hold up.
You have see
Where
bisexual
are we
desire.
on here?
Apparently.
We now officially have our first interaction between Baku and Nox now.
That's his name?
Or what?
Yeah.
I
Did I
didn't know.
get his name wrong? Is it Nox?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Nox.
That's the first time
Okay.
it's the first time
I mean,
I'm hearing it.
you're talking about the guy with the white streak in his hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
the evil one.
That's Nux.
It's not surprised. Technically, it's like, yes, this is expected, but it's like, at the same time, that's his name?
I mean, it makes sense to me. It's like derived from the word nocturnal.
Oh, yeah. But still. Anyway, it's a neat interaction.
Makes about as much sense as Zets anyway.
Fair enough.
I did like how the nightmare of the episode was the actual prison, like a giant ass thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't really do large scale monsters like that outside of movies most of the time.
Oh yeah, like at best within this TV show, it's like mecha size, like with breaking mammoths and all that, but never like this
I think
huge.
it might.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
go
it
ahead.
never reaches that huge ass scale that we see with the prison nightmare.
Yeah.
I will say
the only thing bigger I remember than that I remember seeing is like the shocker machine thing from the crossover movie many years ago.
Right.
I think that DM pilots. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing we've ever seen outside of that, at least in a TV show. Sorry, Jack, you were saying?
You're good. I was actually just remembering there like a huge ass monster in the first episode of Gates.
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
Technically, yeah, but it's not as cool.
But what I was gonna say is that I do think the premise of the show does give a lot of opportunities for large scale monsters like that, just because they can kind of escape the rules of reality here, kind of. So I think it does give a lot of opportunities for that.
Yeah, I think the dreamscape concept was definitely one of the smartest moves they've made in the past couple of years, because it kind of allows them to just be like, we can go as nuts as we want with the visuals, but we don't have to like justify it.
Really,
happening in reality.
It's a good move. Especially because I already commented how like the first few episodes like really leaned on that in terms of like their trippy dream visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
the first episode especially.
Oh yeah. And now we're seeing like
Which
how far
cool.
Yeah. You go ahead.
No, you go on ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, like, oh, trippy visuals episode 1, and we can see like the max output with this episode with the prison nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I will still say we're only a couple episodes in. To be fair, we're less than 10 episodes in anyway.
Yeah,
so it's a bit unfair for me to say like, oh, this is the best thing writers ever done, because like they haven't really arrived at the final destination yet. But like, I can at least say like in terms of like introductory episodes, top 10.
Yeah.
I will say they haven't really dropped the ball on the show yet. Ever, at least in the first 6 episodes, like everything has been like pretty stellar so far. So here's hoping that doesn't get messed up.
Yeah.
Considering who the writer is, I am expecting a pretty lackluster third part of the show. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
I would like to think he's improved, considering how awesome the opening of the show has been. I feel like that's at least shows some progression.
He's
done both X8 and Geats, right?
Yu Takahashi?
I believe so.
In the order,
yeah.
In the order of things, X8, 01, Geats, and now this with that.
Yeah, it's just that his track record is that when we get to we're like 3/4 into the show, like the third part is pretty weak, but everything does get better in the end there. It's just what I've seen with all his shows I've seen.
I mean, to be fair, I'd rather have it have like a weird middle/third quarter than a bad ending.
Fair enough.
Fair. As a genuine Yuya Takahashi hater, you're right. I think the main thing with him as a writer is that he has a strong starting premise with the first batch of episodes, and then it kind of peters out a little bit along the way with 01 being the worst case scenario because of COVID at the time, ruins everything. It
Yeah.
was what he planned. But it's just like, strong start. Oh, here's some character. Here's some potential. Ooh, this is pretty neat. But then at some
Yeah.
point along the way, some potential is not, seat for, fulfilled. Let's just say, like say it's I say with Geese it's like the best case scenario, but at the same time it's like, well, people didn't really like how Nago's arc concluded. I think I don't think Buffa's bit was too bad. It was just kind of
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, okay. But
I
then like
mean,
Taiku,
maybe I
yeah,
just have like lower. Oh, sorry. You can finish your thing. I
it,
apologize.
yeah. I was just trying to remember because like so yeah,
Yeah.
like Geese has like his whole god saying sure his mother, yeah, she was there, cool. Nago was like the honestly the ultimately Nago had like the best one, even though that was kind of
Oh.
mixed at the end.
Can we pause the recording for just a second?
Yeah, why?
Hmm?
Well, I have